RPE stands for rate of perceived exertion. And what is that? That's pretty much, said it simple, how many reps you still have in the tank when you're done with your set. An RPE of 10 means you don't have any left in the tank, no repetition, nothing. That was all you could do. One RPE of 9 means you still have 1 rep in the tank. 8 would mean that you have 2. And then we have the middles, like for example, if you're sure that you have 1 rep, but you're not completely sure that you have 2, that would be an RPE 8.5, 8.5. And that's pretty much it, said in a basic manner. What is that good for? Well, it can be good for assessing your progress in the gym, and also for adjusting your workouts to the way you're feeling that day. We all have good days and bad days, and sometimes having just a set amount of sets and reps won't happen. You can do less, and then you could adjust to a little bit lower, or you can do more because you're feeling amazing, and then you can adjust a little bit higher, because why doing less when you can do more, right? And that's why I'm going to incorporate it in my program, not as much as for the feeling in that very day, but for preparing the program. I have been 1 week in the program that I made for myself, and I am quite happy about it. I think the percentages are not very accurate. I programmed my workouts according to the percentage of my 1 rep maxes, and trying to keep on the 6 to 7 RPE. What happened? Happened that for some exercises that was a little bit inaccurate. Like for the deadlift, for example, the percentage of my 1 RM that I was supposed to do for, say for example, 4 reps was way too easy. I could have done at least 6 for an RPE of 6, 7. And with the bench, the opposite. I had estimated some weight for some reps and some RPE. Turns out the RPE was much higher than 6 or 7, was like 8 or 9. So I decided to decrease a little bit the weight so that I can stick to the same number of repetitions, but with that RPE. So lowering the weight a little, just on 1 kilo or 2, you have to see a little bit how you feel. What's the problem with this RPE? Well, for me, the problem at the beginning was knowing exactly where I'm at. It's like I sometimes don't know if I still have 3 reps, 4 reps, just 2, and it was very difficult for me to calculate at the beginning. Now that I have been training with percentages, but always trying to think, how many do I think I have? Then it's easier. Now I know more or less, well, quite accurate, how many reps I still have left in the tank, and according to that, I will be programming. Like, for example, I will still use percentages, but then allowing myself to go a little bit higher on the reps, lower on the weight, or lower on the weight, or higher on the weight, lower on the reps, according to my feeling that day and in general. I hope it was like more or less understandable. It's a little bit of a difficult concept, and I try to make it like the easiest possible, because I think that's the most understandable way in which you can implement it. If you still have questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll be glad to reply. See you soon.